Premier League 10 talking points from the weekend's action. Erling Haaland looks sharp, Emile Smith-Rowe makes impact for Fulham and Luis Diaz seals unusual hat-trick. Ten Hag despairs at United setback. Perhaps the comparison isn't entirely fair. Fabian Hürzeler is 31, new and fresh and clearly exhilarated by the process of climbing the mountain. Erik ten Hag is 54 and in his third season as Manchester United manager, which is enough to wear anybody down. It doesn't help that Ten Hag's socklessness makes it seem as if he's forever on the verge of kicking his shoes off, stuffing his face with Toblerone and driving barefoot to Dundee. But where Hürzeler speaks impressively about processes and the dangers of euphoria, bright-eyed and enthusiastic, Ten Hag seems, understandably, despairing of a team that, in the 5th minute of injury time, can let Simon Adingra cut back on his stronger right foot to cross for João Pedro's winner. We have to be more clinical in both boxes, may be true, but why are they not already? How do you put that right if players aren't doing the basics? Jonathan Wilson. Sharper Haaland sends rivals warning. 7 hat-tricks in 68 Premier League games, as many as Wayne Rooney scored in 491 league outings for Manchester United. 10 hat-tricks for Manchester City, 94 goals in 101 appearances for Pep Guardiola's side overall, and the promise of much more to come. Erling Haaland's ridiculous numbers are an ominous early season sign for City's title rivals. Ipswich were devastated by the forward's power and penetration as he again showed the benefits of an extended summer break. Norway's absence from Euro 2024 has already had a positive impact on City's pursuit of a record-extending 5th consecutive Premier League title. "I have a feeling he's sharper," said Guardiola. "Last season he had problems with his ankle and knee. This season he's taking care of himself really well and he feels good. He's staying longer after training sessions to practice crosses. Last season that wasn't possible. He's irreplaceable in many aspects, but we will find a way when he's rested." Andy Hunter. A lively Sunday for Maduk. There was so much for Chelsea fans to enjoy in their second-half destruction of Wolves. Cole Palmer was back and swaggering, Nicholas Jackson gave a decent display of modern centre-forward play and Noni Maduk supplied grace under pressure with a hat-trick, even if that pressure was self-inflicted on social media after his unfortunate post about Wolverhampton. At the start of the summer, Maduk was one of Chelsea's young players linked with an exit before the club ever got to see the best of him, Newcastle one of the clubs reportedly interested. Instead Enzo Maresca, while sparing in his praise of Maduk afterwards, now knows he has the use of an explosive winger and, with Pedro Neto also in tow, perhaps the wisdom of shelling Raheem Sterling comes to light. The difficulty, of course, lies in finding a club to foot Sterling's wages. For aspirant players such as Maduk, of which there are several at Chelsea, the issue is finding enough game time to impress the manager. John Bruin. Rotating cast key to Gunners' hopes. Arsenal's attempt to become the first team ever to improve their Premier League points tally for 5 successive seasons will surely depend on Mikel Arteta's ability to rotate his squad better this season. Last term, 7 players played at least 30 league games as Arsenal amassed 89 points only to still finish behind Manchester City. Everyone knew Arteta's best starting 11 and it created 2 other issues, core players having to maintain freshness and fringe players needing to retain their belief. This summer, the academy graduate Emile Smith-Rowe has left for Fulham and Eddie Nketiah is likely to depart too. At City, Pep Guardiola seems able to rotate in second-string players without any dip in the team's performance, and Arteta must now learn from his old master. Can Leandro Trossard, for instance, play as well from the start of games as he did as an impact player at Villa Park? City and Aston Villa had 5 players who started more than 30 league games last season, Liverpool, just 3. Peter Lansley. Hammers duo in heroic intervention. Tomas Soucek and Jared Bowen's goals secured Julen Lopeteguy's first win as West Ham manager, and it was the same duo's quick thinking at Selhurst Park that prevented a potential catastrophe. The 2 players spotted that a ballboy was in danger of being trapped beneath a falling LED advertising hoarding after Soucek's opener. "Straight away, I forgot about the goal and tried to save the boy," reflected the Czech midfielder on his heroic actions. There were many bodies on the barrier, but I was able to lift it so he could run away. It's probably a better feeling than scoring the goal, the fact I was able to help him. He's a Crystal Palace fan and he thanked me for being there to help. Jared also spoke to him. He said tomorrow he has a game, and he's happy he's in good condition to play. Ed Aarons. Bissouma back on track in Spurs stroll. Yves Bissouma was on Ange Postecoglou's naughty step after footage on social media appeared to show the midfielder inhaling nitrous oxide. Left out for Tottenham's draw with Leicester, the question was how Bissouma would respond. The answer was that he was on his best behavior before facing Everton, which was enough to earn a recall, and it was not long before Bissouma made his mark on the pitch. Playing in defensive midfield but given freedom to support the attack, the Malian international soon scored his first goal for Spurs since joining from Brighton 2 years ago. Now, though, he has to push on. Bissouma is talented, but he has been inconsistent in North London and his position in Postecoglou's starting 11 is under threat after the arrival of Archie Gray. This was simply a first step. Everton were poor and other teams will not allow Bissouma as much time.